Hello, and welcome back to Funnelheads. My name is Andrew, and today we're going to be going over everything that's included in your cruise fare for MSC's World America. Now, this is going to include only the basic cruise fare. Now, this is not going to include any extra benefits that you might get for staying in an upgraded cabin, yacht club, different experience, whether it's the Fantastica or the Aurea. This is just getting the very basic rate going on the cruise ship and what to expect, once you get on board. Now, of course, we cruise on this beautiful ship, the second sailing, the first sailing of the Western itinerary. We had an amazing time, and we have a huge playlist of videos of our time, including vlogs, day 1 through 7, the ship tour, likes and dislikes, and so much more. So I'll include that playlist in the description box if you want to take a look at that. Now, if you like what you see, make sure you hit the like button. It helps me tremendously. You have no idea, and it's absolutely free. And if you like, cruise videos like this, informational videos, vlogs, live ship tours, and so much more, make sure you subscribe to the channel. But let's get right into today's video. Now we're going to break this down in 5 different categories. First, we're going to go over food, followed by drinks, entertainment, activities, and the other category. Now let's start off in the dining room, where it is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Now for the dinner menu, this does change daily, and you can see the menus ahead of time, not only on the MSC For Me app, but also posted outside the restaurants as well. Now here's an example menu of our menu during our cruise. Of course, this can change just a little bit, but just so you can get an idea of what to expect. Also, it hosts the gala night, where you dress all fancy, have a nice sit-down meal, steak, lobster, all that good stuff, as well as an Italian theme night, which is one of our favorite nights. Now, continuing on with the food, the World America offers not one, but 2 different massive buffets. Now, the food in the buffets are very similar. We didn't really see a difference as far as variety of food goes. However, they did have these open, especially during peak times, when a lot of guests happen to be eating. This really alleviated a lot of, the wait times and just, the congestion in the buffet. If you've been on a cruise during a peak time in the buffet, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, MSC's buffet is pretty unique as well, because it is open 20 hours out of 24 hours out of the day. Now let's go over some of the things that you could see eating at the buffet for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Now, breakfast time in the buffet typically opens from 6 a.m., stays open till about 11. Now, these open and close hours are going to vary just slightly depending on your itinerary, but just gives you kind of a baseline. Now, some of the things that you can expect for breakfast in the bay, again, this is just some of the items. This is just barely scraping the surface, but I just want to give you an idea. Of course, you can get eggs any style, whether it's scrambled, fried, omelets, your way, pastries, fruit, yogurt, cereal, bacon, sausage, pancakes, waffles, French toast, baked beans, smoked fish, cream cheese, bagels, cheese, potatoes, hash browns, and the list goes on, but that just gives you a sample size for breakfast. Now let's go over the different sections of the buffet for lunch and dinner. Starting off with the salad bar, they have an amazing salad bar. This is just some of the items that are included in the salad bar. Of course, you have your fresh greens, spinach, arugula, tomatoes, cucumbers, onions, olives, and cheese. They also have a deli section that features sliced meats and cheeses. It also includes an international section that rotates global cuisines, whether it's, Indian, Italian, Asian, so on and so forth, just to name a few. A pasta and pizza section that offers different types of noodles, sauces, styles of pizza, toppings, as well as garlic bread. A grilled section that offers burgers, hot dogs, grilled chicken, French fries. A vegetarian section that offers different lentil bean dishes, beverages, roasted and steamed vegetables, as well as vegan pasta. A bread and soup section that offers different soup daily, different variety of breads. Some examples of the different soups are chicken noodle soup, minestrone, Italian wedding, cream of mushroom. A dessert section that offers fruit, cookie, pastry, cakes, puddings. And last but not least, they offer the kids corner, which is a genius idea. I wish more cruise lines did this in the buffet, but it is a kids only line that offers kid friendly dishes. So of course they have fruits and desserts, but they also have, mac and cheese, chicken nuggets, pizza, mini burgers, french fries, just to name a few. We love this area. It makes life so much easier for parents. Now moving on from the buffet, you have pizza and burger, which is our favorite place to eat on the ship. That's included in your cruise fare. And if you had to guess what they serve, hey, it's pizza and burgers, but they offer a lot more as well. We ate there so many times. It opens around lunchtime, around 12 p.m., stays open late to about 2 a.m. So a great place to, either get a snack kind of middle of the day, a late night snack, or even have lunch or dinner there. Some of the things that pizza and burger offer are, of course, your pizzas, whether it's New York style, Sicilian. They have different types of garlic bread as well, various toppings. Moving to the opposite side of pizza and burger, they offer nachos, hot dogs, mac and cheese, which I'm not going to lie to you, it is the best mac and cheese I think I've ever had, especially on a cruise ship, but it's up there as far as good. I've never eaten so much mac and cheese in my life. Of course, they also have chicken nuggets, chicken tenders, hamburgers, salads, fruits. The list goes on and on. I'm sure I'm forgetting so much. They also offer ice cream in the middle if you want to treat yourself after your meal as well. Just a great looking venue, and we absolutely loved it. Also included in the food category is La Boca Grill, which is found right near the main pool. A great spot to grab something on the go. Maybe you already have a lounger, a chair, you're set up for the day, you don't want to move, you're being lazy because it's vacation, so you can just grab something. Again, think of this more of like a fast food on the go type eating experience. They offer different styles of pizza, as well as hot dogs, hamburgers, chicken tenders, as well as french fries, and a few other items as well. A lot of the items are in little cardboard containers, which makes it super easy, to take on the go. Another free option for food is going to be the Harbor Bar and Bites. I believe this is on deck 20, right near the cliffhanger, the water slides. So if you do want like a quick bite to eat, they do have some free options, including empanadas, corn dogs, cookies, brownies, among other small items. Now wrapping up the free food category, the next couple are going to be very quick. You do have pastries that are offered at several of the bars that serve coffee in the morning, different like croissants and things of that nature. Outside of Sweet Temptations, which is kind of like the candy shop on board in the World Promenade Deck 8, they do serve popcorn fresh daily. It's very, very good, absolutely free. They also have hot dogs here, as well as cotton candy. Now the cotton candy does change daily, so it was little man's quest every single day to try all the different flavors of cotton candy, and he always said that they were very good. The only day he didn't love was, I think one of them was like lime flavored, which is a really weird flavor for cotton candy, so I can't judge them too much on that. And last but not least is going to be the room service. Now the whole menu is not included, of course, but if you want something basic from room service, like your juices, coffee, yogurts, pastries, cereal, stuff like that, that's going to be included. You probably will, want to tip the person that brings the room service to you, of course, so there is a little bit of a fee there, and of course they have a larger menu that charges more as well, but some of it is free if you want just again those basic items and you're in a rush in like the morning or something like that, want it to come to you and go out for the day, whether it's destination, excursion, or you just want to jump around the ship right away. The next category we're going to go over, and this is going to take about 20 seconds to do, is going to be the free drinks that are on board. I highly recommend that you go with a drink package. We will be doing a video in regards to the drink package, especially since they updated it recently within the last couple of months. So look out for that. But the drinks that are included, if you decide that you don't want the drink package, are going to be coffee, regular and decaf, a variety of hot teas, juices, including orange, apple, pineapple, and grapefruit, and also water, but not bottled water. It is water from the tap, so just know this going on. Milk, including white milk, as well as chocolate milk and hot chocolate, and that is about it. There might be, one or two that I missed that I couldn't think of, but it's a very, very small menu as far as the drinks that are included. So again, definitely recommend getting some type of drink package so that way you have a little bit more variety. I wish the cruise ships in general, not just talking about MSC, would include a little bit more in their drink variety. Next up, we have the entertainment that's included on board, starting off with live music. Now, you can practically see live music all over the ship, but just to name a few places, of course, you have by the main pool, the World Promenade, Deck 8, the Seamasters Pub, the Speakeasy, Dolce Vita, as well as the Loft. I'm sure I'm forgetting places, but that gives you just a few examples of live music. The live musicians on this ship were quite good. Of course, you'll probably have different, musicians on your specific cruise, but they did rotate a good amount as far as the different venues. Now, you'll also be able to see these shows on board. Now, there's two theaters on board this ship. One is the Panorama Theater, and the other is the World Theater. At the World Theater, you can expect shows like Dirty Dancing, Odyssey, Momentous, Hall of Fame, as well as the Love and Marriage show, which is always a great time. At the Panorama Lounge, you can see shows like the Queen's Tribute, Cinesonic, One Sonic, as well as so many others. Now, the shows that we absolutely loved on board was the Queen's Tribute, and then the Dirty Dancing show, the 30-minute one, not like the hour-and-a-half show. 30 minutes was perfect for us. It kind of hit all the, hit songs from the movie, and, it was just fantastic overall. Also included was the deck parties. Now, on our sailing, the ones that I can remember, I'm sure there was like one or two more, but we had, of course, the sail away party, the white night, the silent party, as well as floral night, all a great time. Some of them were hosted by Dr. E, some of them were hosted by different, members of the entertainment staff. All did an amazing job, and all of them were just a lot of fun. Now, wrapping up the entertainment area, we have some rapid fire ones. Of course, you have trivia, karaoke, VR experiences, especially in like the Luna Arena, dueling pianos, comedy, the club, and the Palm Tree Light Show in the World Promenade. Now, moving on to the activities that are included on the World America, you have rollerblading in the Sportsplex, as well as basketball, pickleball, soccer in that area. You also have, of course, the 4 water slides. You have the drop slide, the Twin Viper, the VR experience, as well as the toddler slide that I don't think has a name for it. I can't find one anyway, but Rhett absolutely loved it. You also have the ropes course, jaw drop, which is the dry slide. Rhett absolutely loved this thing. I think he went on it, about 15 times over the course of the cruise. You have yoga that's typically held in the World Promenade early morning, a great spot for it. Dance classes, the gym. Of course, you have kids camp, which I highly, highly recommend that you take advantage of. If you have kids, of course, it is, free throughout the day. They do charge a little bit of a fee if you decide to have them stay kind of like late night hours. If there's maybe like adult comedy one night, or maybe you want to spend a little bit extra time in the casino, something like that. There is camp hours for that, but they do charge, like I said, a small fee. But other than that, it's absolutely free, so definitely take advantage of it, even if it's just, like an hour or two a day. They also have foosball, ping pong. Of course, the pools are included, the hot tubs, as well as the lighthouse playground that includes the smaller dry slide, as well as like the net playground. Now moving on to the last category, the other category that's included on the World America, you have your cabin, of course. When you book your cruise, that cabin is included in your cruise fare, of course, you know, whether it's an interior room, balcony, suite, this or that, it's going to be included in your cruise fare. The cabin steward is also going to clean or service your cabin once per day. So basically the way that this works is there's a button, there's actually two buttons near your door in your cabin. One of them is the do not disturb button. So if you want to sleep in, whatever, you hit that button and a little light will actually come on the outside of the cabin door. It'll be a certain color. That way the cabin steward knows, you know, don't disturb you, obviously. And then there's another one that basically says service your room. You're going to hit this button if you're going to be out of the room, I would say more than 2 hours. That gives them just enough time to get in, vacuum, you know, give you fresh towels, wipe everything down, all that good stuff. And I swear they're like magicians, because we've gone, you know, an hour before thinking we were going to be gone for a little bit longer, but, you know, somebody forgot something or whatever the case is. And, you know, we're gone for 30 minutes, an hour, and poof, it's already clean. We're like, how? But they do an absolutely amazing job, and can't say enough about the cabin stewards. And finally, the last thing that's included in your cruise fare is going to be the destinations that you cruise to. Of course, what you do at these destinations can cost a lot of money, you know, depending on, you know, what you want to do, shore excursion, this or that. Of course, there are ways to spend literally nothing or very, very little amount at certain destinations. So if you want to know, you know, more about some of the destinations that this ship goes to, whether it's Eastern or Western, of course, you can let me know in the comment section below, and I can, you know, definitely go over that in a future video. The destinations that we went to on this Western itinerary was Costa Maya, Mexico, Honduras, Cox and Hole there. We also went to Cozumel, Mexico, and their private island, which is Ocean Cay. Now, Costa Maya, we did not do a thing. We stayed on the ship. It was completely empty. It was the first island we went to. It was super windy out that day. The swells were absolutely crazy, and we just said, we're going to take advantage of the ship, and we got so much done in that, you know, first port day. No lines for anything, so it was just a wonderful day. We got to talk to the crew, you know, try all the different drinks, and we just had ourselves an amazing day. Costa Maya, of course, is beautiful, but we've been lucky enough to have been there before, so yeah, we had the option to stay on board and we took advantage of it. Honduras, we actually just walked around. It was the first time at this port, and we ended up, after kind of exploring the small area, small but very beautiful, lots of like unique little shops as well if you're looking for souvenirs. We ended up going to, there was like this beach bar area, had free internet. The drinks were not super expensive. They were less than what the ship was if you don't have the drink package, and the kids just swam for the day and played in, you know, the sand. So it was a great, very inexpensive experience for us there as well. Cozumel, we did go to Paradise Beach Club, which was, you know, a little pricey, but for what you get is definitely worth it. And then finally, Ocean Cay, which we absolutely love. You literally don't have to spend a single dime. Make it a beach day. Use your drink package if you have it, because it does work on the island. Enjoy the buffets. Walk around, explore, swim, you know, snorkel. It is incredible. As long as you have great weather, it's going to be a great day. And at the end of the day, enjoy the lighthouse show that MSC offers. But that's it. That is everything that is included in your cruise fare, your basic cruise fare for the World America. If you have any questions in regard to anything that we went over, something else, this ship, itinerary, another ship, another cruise line, or you just want to say, hey, just let me know in the comment section below. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Just remember, we have a great playlist for this ship specifically. So if you want to check out, you know, more stuff, you want to check out our vlogs from our day-to-day craziness as a family absolutely help yourselves. Share the videos as well. We get a lot of comments like, I wasn't sure, if you'd want us to share it. Absolutely. We're out there for, the world to see. We're way beyond that. So yeah, definitely share in groups, Facebook groups, cruise groups, friends, family, whoever you want to share it with. We appreciate it. Thank you so much for your continued support. It really means the world to us. Hopefully we'll see you right back here in the next video or on a cruise ship one day. Catch you later.
I woke up with the sun today, rolled out of bed and said, I'm gonna have some fun today, and that's just what I did. The birds were singing, come outside, I felt giddy like a kid. If life is like a swimming pool, I'm jumping in. We got the perfect summer day, so put me in your plans. You know that this doesn't happen every day. So everybody clap your hands. Cause when we raise on high, every hand in the sky, we're the super fans. Feeling grand in the grandstands. Shout it out, make some noise, make it loud. Soaking up the lovely weather, everything just comes together. I woke up feeling good today, my journey has begun. I gotta give a shout out to the green grass and the sun. It's a long way off, a tricky shot, but I know it can be done. Another day, another game, another hole in one. Yeah, we got the perfect summer day, so put me in your plans. You know that this doesn't happen every day. So everybody clap your hands. Cause when we raise on high, every hand in the sky, we're the super fans. Feeling grand in the grandstands. Shout it out, make some noise, make it loud. Soaking up the lovely weather, everything just comes together. Lift them up, all the hands, all at once. We're the super fans. Feeling grand in the grandstands. And keep them there, all the hands in the air. We're wishing it could last forever, baby, put your hands together. The weather's just so fine, wish I could bottle time. Cause if you only pause, you'll hear the crowd applaud. They're cheering for you now, stand up and take a bow. You know that you deserve it, today is picture perfect. Raise on high, every hand in the sky, we're the super fans. Feeling grand in the grandstands. Shout it out, make some noise, make it loud. Soaking up the lovely weather, everything just comes together. Clap our hands, clap our hands, clap our hands. We're the super fans. Feeling grand in the grandstands. Clap our hands, clap our hands, clap our hands. We're wishing it could last forever, baby, put your hands together. That's why we clap our hands. That's why we clap our hands.